Alright, so for our winter tree project, I'm going to put my name on the back and write your class code, 1 something, for first grade. And then the first thing I'm going to do is just cover this with texture. So I've got some crayons. I'm going to take the paper off and look around where I am, wherever I am, whatever room you're in, and try to find some textures. You need hard surfaces that are kind of like bumpy, and we're going to do some crayon rubbings. So I'm just going to take the paper off the crayon first, because then you can use the side of the crayon. There we go. Alright, so now that I've got texture all over my paper and it looks cool, I can get some water and a brush and some watercolor, and I can paint the whole thing with watercolor. And I'm just going to use different colors than I used with my crayon. And because you used crayon, the watercolor is just going to stick to the paper and not the crayon, because the crayon's made of wax. So it's called a wax resist or crayon resist. And so your crayon colors will stay nice and bright. It's going to look even cooler. So I'm just going to go through and paint this whole thing and then let it dry. Alright, so my paint has had a chance to dry a little bit, and I'm going to be using tempera paint on top of it. But you could use acrylic too. You just want to be careful because acrylic doesn't wash out of your clothes. So I've got 2 little paint cups, and one's got white tempera paint in it and one's got black. And I'm going to start with the black. And now that my background's looking nice, I can paint my tree on top of it. And this is going to be a Y tree, so it's like the letter Y. So I'm just going to start out with a big letter Y right in the middle of my paper. Just like that. But, see how this is like a stick with 2 sticks coming off of it? Well, this is a stick, and this can have 2 sticks coming off of it. So there's another letter Y. And so could this one. And this could have like even smaller ones on the end of it. So this is just one way to make a tree that doesn't have any leaves on it. And you could have more branches sticking out the sides, more Ys like this. So there we go. And then I'm going to just wait a minute and let this dry a little bit too before I put snow on top of it, because we're going to make a snowy tree. Okay, I waited a few minutes and now my black paint's a little dry. So now I washed my brush and I'm gonna switch over to my white tempera paint, and I'm gonna think like snow. So snow comes from the sky and it falls down. So you gotta think about where it lands and what it does. So first thing I can do is just paint snow on the bottom and do the ground. But then think about it, there's a tree outside, so where else would it fall? It wouldn't hit the ground if it hits the tree, right? So it would rest on the tree somewhere. So if the snow's coming from above and it falls and it hits this branch, it's going to pile up on top of the branch just like that. So on the top edges of all these branches that are flat, I can just put some snow. So just wherever you think it would be, and it can kind of pile up in the corners too, like this. So anywhere there's like a little corner that points down, you could fill that with snow right on top of things. You know, it wouldn't rest on this branch because it's sticking straight up, but maybe right on the very top of it like that. So wherever you think it would be. And then if you have tempera paint left, you can just do some snowflakes falling if you want. just to finish it up. But anyway, there it is. A winter tree. Work hard, have fun.